Hey guys, DB Smiley here, finally with the much delayed hard mode Sparky guide. Sorry it took me so long to get this up. Most of you have probably cleared the fight by this point. Nonetheless, I'll give some pointers. Differences between hard mode and story mode Sparky. You can see that there is a circle around Sparky right now. This circle, if the ads are inside of it, will force the ads to target whoever Sparky is targeting. Additionally, ads inside the circle get a buff, so you can't just stack them on the boss. As far as tanking Sparky, we try to keep Sparky in the same place. For the tanks, Sparky alternates between a knockback, called Body Slam, and a shoulder throw attack, which is called Shoulder Throw, which throws you over him. So, for Body Slam, you want to have your back to the wall. For Shoulder Throw, you want to have Sparky's back to the wall. The other tank's job is to pull ads. As you can see, I'm getting stacks here. I'm up to 3 stacks. Each of these stacks increase damage from all source by 4%. Now, by the end of the fight, you're going to have a lot of these stacks, so you really want to make sure to keep the stacks low early. In hard mode, we swap tanks whenever ads spawn. That's because the boss, you can see Isma has 3 stacks of something called Delicious. They disappeared right as I said that. Those stacks increase your damage. You get one stack for Body Slam, 1 stack for Shoulder Throw. The pattern is Body Slam, Shoulder Throw, Body Slam, Rampage. Body Slam, Shoulder Throw, Body Slam, Rampage. Pretty straightforward. After Rampage, he always goes back to Body Slam. After Brutal Pounce, he always goes back to Body Slam. So we just try to handle ads as best we can and try to keep stacks as low as we can. If an ad goes onto a DPS or healer while he's outside the circle, we generally don't taunt off, and the reason for that is we don't want the tanks getting too many stacks. It's actually preferable that the tanks don't get a lot of stacks because, as I said, it increases damage from all source, and Sparky can actually start to hit pretty hard. After this rampage, the second rampage, he does a Brutal Pounce. Tanks want to snuggle and be right on top of the boss. You can see Isma died there. She was a little bit too far away. Now, that could have been server lag. That's been an issue. But tanks really need to snuggle with the boss there. We usually lose a tank to that first Brutal Pounce for whatever reason. If your DPS is fast enough, you will only get 1 Brutal Pounce. So it is good incentive. Now, you can see I resisted that Shoulder Throw by Hydraulic Overrides. However, I still got the stack. So resisting knockback doesn't prevent the stack. At this point now, we want Isma to taunt once the ads are dead. You can see Isma's actually up to much higher stacks than I am because she's gotten more ads. So when we get to the final phase, I'm actually going to be the one kiting ads just because I have fewer stacks already. So now we get a Rampage. And I can't remember if we get a Brutal Pounce or if we get the Desperate Roar. At the end of this, Desperate Roar is what starts the final phase. Each roar normally brings out 1 ad, Desperate Roar, of course, being the final one that... we did get a Brutal Pounce, but Isma was close enough so she didn't die that time. But Desperate Roar, you can when you see that cast, you know don't kill any ads, just burn the boss. And at this point, actually, that Brutal Pounce was perfectly timed, because that let us burn the boss nice and far before ads started to spawn. So now we're just pretty much in a burn phase, and I'm going to start grabbing some ads here and there and just trying to take them off of other people and eventually start kiting them around. If you get to this phase with the tanks being relatively low stacks, it's a very easy fight. The better your DPS is, the easier this fight's going to be. But even with great DPS, your tanks still need to coordinate and do their job. However, once you get the pattern down, you'll probably be one-shotting it every week. It's not a difficult fight. It's just a little bit of a coordination tech with some good DPS raise. After this, we just kill the ads, so thanks for watching. Take care.